Manchester United is on the verge of a major reboot. The Europa League final, transfer bombs, Bruno Fernandes potentially leaving, Onana's uncertain future, and big-name striker targets. It's all here, real news, rumors, insider info, and even football gossip. This video has all the hottest stories surrounding the Red Devils. Don't go anywhere. Things are heating up. We've just witnessed another thrilling European night. Manchester United confidently booked their place in the Europa League final, thrashing Athletic Bilbao 4-1 and finishing the two-legged tie with an aggregate score of 7-1. This isn't just a result, it's a statement. Yes, Ruben Amorim's team is struggling in the Premier League, but on the international stage, they show a completely different face. The match against the Basques didn't start smoothly. The opponent took the lead, and for a moment it seemed the intrigue was back. But not for long. United quickly regrouped and responded with 4 goals, leaving no doubts about the outcome. If there's one player worth highlighting, it's Casemiro. The midfielder didn't just have a strong game. He reminded everyone why he was once regarded as one of the best defensive midfielders in the world during his Real Madrid era. Reliability, composure, control, and even a goal. A true resurgence. But Casemiro wasn't the only star that night. Mason Mount reminded everyone of his true potential. A brace in a key match, including a stunning long-range strike. That's the Mount United fans have been waiting for since his arrival. It seems the Englishman has found his place under Amorim and is beginning to thrive in the number 10 role. Now, Manchester United faces Tottenham in the final. An all-English showdown that promises to be fiery. Both clubs are going through tough times in the Premier League, and a Europa League victory could be more than just a trophy. It could breathe new life into the project and bring in major financial backing, up to $120 million factoring in next season's Champions League. For Amorim, this final is a chance to solidify himself as a coach capable of building a long-term project. His words after the match show his mindset. The most important thing isn't money or the title. It's the feeling that we can make a difference and bring joy to our fans. The road wasn't easy, but United reached the tournament's biggest match without a single defeat. That's an achievement in itself. Now just one step remains. The final is near, and the Red Devils are ready for battle. Congratulations to all the fans on this success. It was bold, brilliant, and true to the spirit of great football. Bruno Fernandes remains the central figure in Manchester United's game. Year after year, the Portuguese star maintains a high level of performance, creating more goal-scoring chances than even Kevin De Bruyne at his peak. The main thing is for Bruno to have teammates capable of converting those chances. United builds its attacking play around the captain, and surprisingly, Fernandes almost never misses matches. No injuries, no dips in form, just remarkable consistency. Many believe the secret lies in his unique approach to preparation. There are rumors that Bruno has adopted some recovery and physical training habits from his national teammate, Cristiano Ronaldo. But despite his immense value to the team, Fernandes regularly faces criticism. Some fans and former players question his leadership, accusing him of being overly emotional. A portion of supporters even believes United should move on without him. But is that really the case? It seems the club may soon be forced to think seriously about it. According to Give Me Sport, Al Hilal is preparing to make Fernandes one of their top transfer targets. The Saudi club is offering a contract worth $65 million per year, more than any British player currently earns. They're also ready to pay over $120 million for the transfer itself, a true record for the British market. Previously, Bruno made it clear that he wanted to stay in Europe until the World Cup, but that might change. After their failed attempt to sign Mo Salah, Al Hilal now has a massive budget available and is willing to invest it in one of United's leaders. Reports say the first meeting with Fernandes' agents ended with a refusal, but the club is planning a second round of negotiations. Meanwhile, Manchester United is determined to keep him. He's not among the players the club is willing to let go during the summer rebuild. However, much will depend on the Europa League outcome. Winning the tournament and qualifying for the Champions League could be decisive in convincing Bruno to stay at Old Trafford. It's a complex situation. What's more important, winning the Europa League or securing a Champions League spot? Missing out on European competitions could impact not just the current squad, but also the club's appeal in the transfer market. Top players want to join teams that compete for trophies. Speaking of transfers, United is already looking at possible reinforcements. One of the options is Torino goalkeeper Vanja Milinkovic-Savic. Unlike the high-profile candidates like Diogo Costa, he comes at a reasonable price, around $12 million. In Italy, Vanja has proven himself as a reliable and confident shot stopper. He would be an excellent alternative if Andre Onana does leave the club, as some insiders suggest. United faces many scenarios, but the key to their future lies in the upcoming matches. Winning the Europa League could bring not only silverware, but also a chance to keep their captain. From there, the club can begin to shape a new chapter, with new names and renewed ambition. It appears that Andre Onana is not part of Ruben Amorim's plans. The Portuguese manager wants a calm, reliable goalkeeper who can handle intense pressure and maintain focus during the most stressful moments. And that's exactly where Onana falls short. Yes, the Cameroonian is exceptional with his feet. In that aspect, he's among the best goalkeepers in the world. But too often, his mistakes come at a high cost for the team. It seems the coaching staff has run out of patience, and the club is ready to part ways with Onana this summer. Interestingly, according to media reports, Andre himself is open to a change of scenery. Journalist Santi Auna has reported that the goalkeeper has already asked his agent to explore options in Saudi Arabia, despite having recently purchased property in Manchester. The reason, according to sources, is simple. He's tired of constant criticism and pressure, which have followed him since the start of his Premier League career. In England, and especially at United, every move a player makes becomes a topic of discussion. And Onana, as we know, has always been under the microscope. So, if the move to Saudi Arabia really happens, United will urgently need a replacement. One of the top candidates for the role is Vanja Milinkovic-Savic. Manchester United is gradually realizing that the bet on Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee as the main strikers has not paid off. Both players have interesting qualities, but, as it turns out, not the ones the team needs to consistently deliver results. Højlund is a striker with good potential, but he has never been a goal-scoring machine. Throughout his career, he has rarely reached even 15 goals in a season. As for Zirkzee, he can hardly be called a classic number 9. He is more of a combination player, a false 9 who supports attacks rather than finishes them. As a result, Manchester understands. If the team wants to compete for serious titles, the attacking line needs a quality upgrade. It's possible the club will say goodbye to one of these players this summer, or even both. Reports already suggest that Italian clubs are showing interest in Højlund, and Zirkzee may follow a similar path. In return, the club is ready to bet on a true goal scorer, someone who consistently finishes chances, remains calm in the box, and rarely misses. United's current shortlist includes 2 serious names. The first candidate is Victor Gyokeres, one of the brightest forwards of the season and a contender for the Golden Boot. But the Swede has a clear condition. He will only move to a club that plays in the Champions League. For United, that means only one thing. They must win the Europa League. That's the only way to save the season and land a top striker. The alternative is Victor Osimhen. According to journalist Santi Auna, the club has already held initial talks with the Nigerian's representatives. And surprisingly, the player himself has sent a clear signal. He wants to join United. He even asked for a relatively modest salary, £12 million per year before taxes. In modern football, that's a very reasonable price for a striker of his level. Osimhen is a classic type of striker. Strong, fast, great with his body, dominant in the air, and lethal in front of goal. His only downside is his difficult personality, which is why he's currently playing in Turkey instead of one of Europe's top leagues. But if Ruben Amorim can find the right approach, he'll get not just a top-quality striker, but a true warrior who perfectly fits his football philosophy. Manchester United stands at the brink of transformation, and the choice between Gyokeres and Osimhen isn't just about personnel. It reflects the club's ambition. Manchester United has already begun laying the foundation for a new era. Will it be a farewell to key players, a return to the top of Europe, or a new chapter of football drama? Everything will be decided in the coming weeks. Subscribe to stay tuned. The final, transfers, and a possible twist of fate for the entire club are just ahead. Big football is only getting started. That's all for today. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video, and be sure to watch our previous video. It just appeared before your eyes right now. See you. Good luck to everyone. Goodbye.